Let's talk about now with the prosecutor handling this investigation, Muskegon County Prosecutor DJ Hilson. What can you tell us about these charges?
Well, in the state of Michigan, the election code is relatively clear as it relates to who can possess or obtain possession of voting tabulator machines. And obviously, everybody's still presumed innocent until proven guilty. But certainly, I have to say that the Michigan State Police and our own Attorney General's investigators did a really thorough job and provided me with a lot of material to sift through. But ultimately, we felt very comfortable in presenting this to the grand jury and then ultimately they making the decision as to the charging.
Do you have a sense about the why they were trying to seize? Were they acting on the direction of somebody? Is that what your allegation is? Were they doing it obviously for something nefarious?
Well, the why aspect I think will come out as we get to the court hearings, preliminary examination and trial. But clearly there was an attempt, an alleged attempt to get into these machines and see if in fact they could be manipulated.
Now, I will note that in a statement, the attorney for Matthew DePerno says that his client, I'm quoting here, categorically denies any wrongdoing and firmly asserts that these charges are unfounded and lack merit. He also maintains his innocence and firmly believes that these charges are not based upon any actual truth and are motivated primarily by politics rather than evidence. What is your response to this idea that there's some political motivation here?
Well, if that were true, I would not have gone through the process of obtaining a citizen's grand jury to actually make the charging decision. And I would have made that decision on my own. We consciously wanted to take politics out of this investigation and this charging decision, and specifically used the grand jury, citizen grand jury statute here in the state of Michigan to assemble a group of unbiased, independent citizens to ultimately make the charging decision after being presented with evidence.
Really important to hear this perspective and to learn about the new developments. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's quite an extraordinary day in terms of our thoughts on democracy and transparency and accountability in the end. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the offer. I appreciate it.